because some of y'all don't deserve a fucking opinion. Because you haven't been doing this professionally, consuming, playing, and critiquing hip hop as your life. You're just a fan. And we love you. You're just a consumer. You're a customer, as we call it. That's why sometimes your opinion, customer, doesn't fucking count, because you don't fucking do this for real.
When we're measuring classic albums.
And by the way, that was more him than me.
Fine, but let me finish my thought, because I lose them quickly.
I'm the biggest Drake fan in here.
Okay.
No, but that's where we are, where people are like, you know what, I'm tired of making rap discs. We're gonna make documentary discs.
Meanwhile, you can't sing and have a classic hip-hop album, but okay. It's like, who makes this shit up anyway?
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's Rap Life Review. That's Eddie, that's Nick, that's Low, that's Nadeska, I'm Ebro. So yes, last week, in passing, I don't even know, we were just running through things that would like never happen, or that you're waiting for an artist to become, or whatever. I think it was even about Uzi Vert.
It was about Uzi Vert not being like
and
that.
And him like not wanting to bar it up and be that kind of artist. So I'm not waiting for him, and I likened it to Low being like, Drake, where's the classic hip hop album? I'm like, bro, like that's not what he wants to do.
That's not gonna happen. But very specifically, what you're saying is a Drake album that is all rap is what you've been.
That's
just for hindsight, because everyone's not listening every week. You might not.
And that's not our fucking fault either, because we've had this conversation plenty of times.
Let him.
He's just trying to help.
It's a new audience, so they just saw a clip. What people don't realize
is it's an old person that went took a clip. When I went and looked, this is somebody that be clipping our stuff all the time.
All the time.
And then they wanted to run their likes or the engagement up with the Drake joint.
They knew exactly what they was doing. They took that 10-second clip and they knew with no context, and they knew everybody was gonna run.
And Eddie, I'm gonna let you finish. But I just want to say I really love the promo. I'm here for all the shenanigans. How active y'all want to get. I personally really like it. I'm a little frustrated by the idea that we'll have people coming in this week who aren't watching for all of the informative things that we attempt to do on a regular basis. This isn't one of those shows where every week we're trolling and trying to do, you know what I'm saying? So, but continue, Eddie, go ahead.
So what it was, it's a long-standing thing where Low and even E to a lesser degree have wanted an all-rap album for Drake. And I remember, what was it, All the Dogs? He released.
For All the Dogs.
He released like the
Scary Hours.
Yeah, Scary Hours. It had like a few just all straight up, almost like boom bap songs. Like it was all rap. And you've been saying like you want a whole album of Drake like that. So in passing, E was joking about the little Uzi thing, and what everyone ran with was Drake doesn't have a classic album, which isn't what we were saying. The joke was you want a Drake album where he's rapping throughout it and not mixing it with the R&B melodic Drake.
Exactly.
That was the context for it that nobody cared about, because clearly they weren't watching the 200 previous episodes, which I understand and get. But they also edited in which a way where it looked like we were saying Drake doesn't have a classic album, which no one was saying.
Nobody ever said that.
Everyone ran with it, and they said Ebro says Drake doesn't have a classic album. And for days, that became a conversation.
You probably confuse people a little bit sometimes, because just now it sounded like that all makes sense and it's fine.
It's not.
But then we were talking about Uzi, you said sometimes you still hold some of these rappers to that bar.
Yeah, because he can really rap.
Fire Nadeska. Yeah.
Huh? No, because Uzi can really rap, but I know that's not what he's trying to do. In that interview, I know when I met him, I knew he could do that. He was basically, that's why the interview went the way it went. He's like, I'm not trying to do that in the game. That's not why I'm here. So I'm waiting for something that's never gonna happen. It's like Low waiting for a classic Drake album. It's never gonna happen.
Oh my God, damn, man.
Trying my hardest.
Damn, you slept like 12 hours last night. What's up, bro?
I lost my train of thought. I was literally about to chime in on that.
No, go ahead. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You don't even have to respond to that. But sometimes we're waiting for artists to do things that's not what their intent is.
Right.
Yeah, I'm also not
Ebro, you're not waiting for him to become a rock star, or you're waiting for him to become a great lyricist?
No, in the context of the Uzi Vert convo, that day I threw on Mass Appeal, Gangstar, a beat for like people who are really trying to MC.
It's still going today.
Well, but I think so, and I think it's a healthy convo, right? Because there is a quotient, let's call it, a faction in hip hop that doesn't think Drake has a classic hip hop album. Even though he is a rapper and he is an artist and he's a crossover artist and all those things are great, his albums appeal to that ability most often, which I think is tremendous for his brand. His fans will tell you their albums that they love. I think Drake has classic albums. Yeah. But the conversation is, like you said, Eddie, always around, does he have a classic hip-hop album? Now, there are albums in hip-hop throughout forever that we don't debate are classics. Like the entire hip-hop fandom, if you are a fan of the culture, not a fan of an artist, a fan of the culture. When you throw out certain titles, people don't debate it. Like you say Nas Illmatic, nobody's gonna go, it's not a classic. Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers.
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die. Jay-Z Blueprint. We could keep going. Eric B. and Rakim.
Good Kid, Mad City. If you want to get more recent,
Good Kid, Mad City. If you want to go more recent. And so this is not debated. What's interesting though that I saw on social media, and this is for you Drake fans, y'all don't even agree on what the classic Drake album is or the classic hip-hop Drake album.
Right.
But isn't that an issue more of how we consume media and how, because of our job, we
could
critique
be,
media?
But I think there should be a consensus among the hardcore Drake fans in hip-hop, right?
A bona fide selection that we all agree on.
But even if we acknowledge Good Kid, Mad City, we all say classic. There's not too many albums in the last 10 years we'll all be like classic. Because honestly, there's always going to be a group of people that's going to hate on whatever it is. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Born Sinner, we can't agree that that's a classic. We can't agree that Forest Hill Drive is a classic for the most, because there's always going to be the anti-J. Cole fans or someone who's a fan of someone else.
But that's not who he's talking to.
But that's not who I'm talking to. And I also will say this, Eddie, and this is why, call me old school, call me a hater and all that. But that's why in hip hop there has always been gatekeepers, because some of y'all don't deserve a fucking opinion. Because you haven't been doing this professionally, consuming, playing, and critiquing hip hop as your life. You're just a fan. And we love you. You're just a consumer. You're a customer, as we call them. That's why sometimes your opinion, customer, doesn't fucking count, because you don't fucking do this for real. And that's why when people who do this for real get around and they start looking at the nuances of what an album actually is and what it should mean and what the person is saying through the album and the picture that it's painting and the lyrical breakdown and them being able to stay on topic and who the producers are and what it means and what it serves in time and all of these things. When you critique complete bodies of work, not just collections of great songs, that's when you get into like what is a classic album in general and a classic hip hop album. But some of y'all don't really do this. You're just talking about your favorite, which is fine. Your favorite, you and your friend's favorite, phenomenal, love it, keep going. But that's why sometimes we don't fucking check for y'all. We don't care what y'all think, because you're not really a professional. You haven't been doing the knowledge.
So, okay, I understand what you're saying. Some of it's kind of bullshit.
No, it's not.
And
No, it ain't. No, it's not.
The reason why I say that is because, Nick, you're a big movie guy, right? And there used to be a time in movies where all we had was critics. You had Siskel and Ebert, and you had people like that. Well, nowadays, what do we have? Got Letterboxd, right? You got Rotten Tomato. Yeah. And now we go see, all right, what's the average person, how do they consume it? And a lot of times you see a big difference between the critics and the fans and how they consume art.
But by the way, that's always been a thing. That's always been, that's never been a thing. Yo, mad people go to McDonald's, bro. Nobody is debating whether or not McDonald's has the best hamburgers.
No,
They're not in the convo.
No, that's not true. No one will say McDonald's tastes great unless they're one particular person that is very famous is in the White House. No one says McDonald's tastes so amazing. They just go because it's quick and it's good.
No, there's people who really like McDonald's, bro, and they say it tastes great.
Okay,
but my point is you're not debating whether or not McDonald's is in the convo for best hamburgers. You're just not doing that.
What about best
even though it's the most popular?
Yes.
It's best French fries,
Best
though.
French fries.
But we're not.
I don't know. That's a good combo. That's
a good combo.
That is a great combo.
No. But what I'm saying is, you said fans shouldn't. Like, you basically said fans shouldn't be able to have their opinions or be able to react to me.
I said that's why we don't listen to y'all.
But
y'all can have you can say whatever the fuck you want to say on social media. Matter of fact, they do. They get up and they comment on different things and they rate certain shit and they feel empowered. And I think that's awesome. But there's a certain time where people who really do certain things and have a real macro understanding of things get into certain convos. And by the way, this is not disdain towards any artist. It was legit. Like, I think Drake has classic albums.
I do too.
The convo was, were they classic hip hop albums?
In terms of the classic hip hop album, so yeah, you guys had the conversation about wanting a pure rap album, but when we're measuring classic albums,
and by the way, that was more him than me.
Fine, but let me finish my thought because I lose them quickly.
I'm the biggest Drake fan in here.
Okay,
bro, you're still trying to. First off,
come on.
I'm fucking lying. Two,
I'm a bigger Drake fan than y'all.
Anyway, can I finish my thought? And then you can continue bullshitting after that. One of the metrics that we use to measure a classic album is cultural impact, right?
Okay.
When that project dropped, did it shift the landscape of music, the sound of music, the way people were making music differently? And so I don't think it's fair to judge Drake for not having a fully rap album when he did shift the landscape of music with his projects.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah, we're not, but
so it's
we're
not even a critique.
It's not a thing that we're mad at it. It's just that we've seen and heard him do things to the degree that it can be done. That's my only biggest plight with this whole conversation. That it can be done, and he just chooses not to do it. That's my only thing.
And by the way, that's exactly why I threw it in Lowe's face last week. Because, bro, let bro do what he want to do with his thing,
But that was the context of the whole little Uzi Vert thing.
Right, man.
And transition over to me.
It ain't going to be the way that I rate a rock star or the way we look at it. It ain't going to be like that. He ain't going to do it. He don't want to do it. And boom, there it is.
This shit's so hypocritical because we don't do that with Lauryn Hill. We literally named her the greatest album of fucking all time.
But we never said, but have people said that it's the greatest hip hop album?
No, they haven't.
People call it a hip hop album,
but people don't say it's a classic hip hop album. They say it's a great album.
They say it's a classic album.
Man, get the fuck out of here! Like people, the whole.
Now we're gonna change it. Now we're gonna move the goalposts. Like
no, he's not. It's a valid point.
When she won those Grammys, the whole narrative was hip hop is finally made it. A hip hop album won Grammy of the Year. We can't remove that shit 20-something years later.
I don't recall that, sir.
I
don't recall that, sir.
It's the fucking truth.
I don't recall that. I'm just telling you, I don't recall the Lauryn Hill album being a classic hip hop album.
It's not.
She was on the cover of Time magazine, and the whole conversation was about hip hop. It's finally made it because hip hop won a Grammy of the Year.
We all call it hip hop.
Sir, that's their convo. Once again, I'm talking about people in hip hop, bro. People in hip hop do not debate Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. They say it's a great They say it's a great album. They say it's a phenomenal album. But I think maybe, and this goes for Drake, to your point, Eddie, because Drake is a rapper first, right? Like, that's how we know him, right? His albums should be considered classic hip-hop albums, to Eddie's point. I don't disagree with that. And I didn't say Drake didn't have a classic hip-hop album. I never said that.
I did.
He said that.
I did.
The debate, but I'm telling you, in hip-hop, that is the debate.
Okay, so is that why I'm so confused. I thought you think he had a classic album.
I said he has a hip-hop album. I said hip-hop album, a rap album. He doesn't have
you think that Drake has a classic album, but not a classic hip-hop album?
No.
It was legit. Like, I think Drake has classic albums.
I do too.
He
doesn't have a classic rap album. He does not have a classic rap album.
Okay, so yes, that's what you were saying.
And this is not new information. This is not.
For some people
I've been
saying
this.
Y'all yell so much. I'm confused sometimes. It's okay.
And it's a new audience. Everyone that hadn't heard your conversation previously about this, and we
that
weren't
was
specific
probably
because it was a
how
clip.
long ago was that?
That I've been saying this?
So
no, that we were really talking about.
I think it was like a year and a half ago.
Hello.
Yeah.
When I was saying that a classic album shifts the landscape, so it doesn't have to be like a purely rap album, didn't you agree with that point? But then you still don't think he has a classic hip hop album?
Right.
Well, no, I don't think that's what he's agreeing with. I don't think that's what he's agreeing with. Shifting the landscape or shifting how people do things in rap, right, doesn't necessarily mean that you're not rapping anymore, you're singing, right? It could mean a lot of things. It could mean how you're rapping, the production you're choosing, what you're rapping about. It could mean a lot of things.
But in
some
Drake's
people,
case,
and I'm not one of them, but some people will say if it's singing and not rapping, for them, it's not a classic hip-hop album. That's what some people are on.
This is my theory.
I'm not one of them.
Don't we got the original clip of what you were talking about?
Let's look at it. Let me tell you also why you full of shit.
I'm not full of shit. You full of shit.
No, Drake has never delivered what you're asking for.
We know.
It's never happened.
Ebro, how many times have I sat up here, me and you have sat up here,
yes,
and we know he's not going to make a bona fide rap album.
And we would love him to.
We've come clear to that.
And we would love him to.
I understand that. We've come clear to that. But if you're going to do it, if you're not going to do it, come close to do it. Act like you want to do it.
Why? But what if he doesn't want
based
to?
on what? What is that based on?
All right, so then why we can't criticize him for it then?
You can. Nobody's saying you can't.
How are we full of shit?
Because you're full of shit because you're criticizing somebody that's just been doing what they always do.
The same thing over and over and over. And now the tide has turned.
So then the whole take should be.
Now the wall has broken.
So then the whole take should be for an individual like yourself, which I think you said.
And you.
No. Because I've accepted Drake for who he is.
But you want a bona fide rap album from him as well?
No, I would love that.
Okay,
but
so we're in the same boat.
Years ago, I don't think we're going to get it.
Okay.
And you years ago said I've moved on. You gave up. But you haven't. Because he's good. And you're still here listening.
So that's why.
And waiting.
All right, so then that's why I'm upset. I hear 20
Because he got you.
Yeah, of course
he owns you.
Bro, you came in here off the gate and went straight to the one album. We ain't talking about shit else.
That's it.
He got
the
you.
album.
He got you.
No, for sure. I'm in. He dominates. 1,000. Drake put out an album. We're listening.
Did that clarify anything watching this clip?
I don't think so. But once again, and to what we were debating earlier about some people having an opinion and some people not having an opinion, right? In hip hop, this has always been a thing about singing. It's why KRS dissed PM Dawn. It's why I'm trying to think of some other people who were their presence in hip hop was negated because they were singing or too melodic.
Even 58 Ja Rule. Yeah, there it is.
I mean, it's always been a thing. So for us to act brand new like this is a new convo.
Not that it's a new convo, just,
it's like you're
talking about things that are now 10, 15, 20 years ago. I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Do we still feel that strongly about it now?
I've never felt that strongly about it, but I also understand that, Drake is held to a high standard also because of his success.
Yeah.
Right? So there's
Which Drake albums are classics that are not the hip hop classics? Like, which albums are those?
So Take Care is a classic.
Okay, so you said, okay.
But Take Care could be a hip hop classic to me, though.
It could.
Nothing,
but it's not.
Nothing was the same as a classic for me.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same as the other one for me.
And I'll leave
How
it
do
there.
people feel about If You're Reading This?
I think If You're Reading This is the third classic.
So we're getting three potential
But that one we can't.
Let's sing it too.
It gets into a little bit more drama with If You're Reading This, it's too late. Although I do love that.
What's the drama?
With Meek and all them?
Huh?
With Meek and everything? Or the ghostwriting? Yeah, the ghostwriting, yeah.
Wait, I don't know why this is controversial. I'm sorry, for real.
Yeah,
because even on I had conversations with rappers during when you're reading This is too late, when the internet was running around with the Quentin Miller shit. Rappers who rap very well and do this for a living were like, that's bullshit.
Oh, great, because I love that project.
I mean, people, that was kind of the impetus of like the Drake blowback, where it's like, yo, real rappers write all this shit. Bro,
but also
real rappers get influence from hooks. Yeah. They get different ideas, samples. Yeah. Right. They quote other rappers and use those lyrics in their lyrics to forward the whole shit. So that whole shit, and by the way, the records on that project that Quentin Miller did, I think it was 2 of them, right?
It's like 3, maybe, I think 3.
And he did the hooks.
And he just did hooks.
Like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
A bunch of
so
them.
I don't even know if that's...
Great.
Whatever you're avoiding and not talking about
Excellent. Because I don't know with
really
Drake, it's so hard to find like the metrics that we can judge him by. I am often confused here on this couch.
Low-key, do you feel like Nothing was the same as a classic?
No. It's a great album.
Okay. But so Take Care is his only classic.
But why does Low's opinion fucking matter?
Why does my opinion come out the sky and everybody was like, well, Low, what is it that you think? Why do you hate? Why? I'm like, yo, brother, that's just my opinion on Homeboy.
Yo, somebody in the comments said,
he's great.
Does Lowkey look forward to any album?
I'm looking forward to if we get a Jay-Z album.
There you go, except Jay-Z.
A Pusha T solo album, like maybe that might come this year, or Fab's new album, whatever the case is. Yes, I look forward to shit, but he is a person that's always in the crux of the conversation of no matter what is going on.
To be fair, if you guys aggregate this is a very pro-Drake conversation.
For sure.
And
they're not going to edit this out. They're not sending none of these clips out.
They're not going to clip this up.
They're not sending none of these clips out.
They're going to blow right over this shit. Oh, it's too positive. They're giving actual thoughtful.
It just doesn't fit the narrative. The algorithm going. It doesn't fit the narrative.
Fuck the algorithm. Fuck them and the algorithm.
But also, too, look, throughout history, I've watched people who were negative towards an album come around later also, right? Like, that's a thing. Like, you know, I remember people, like, not being happy about B.I.G.'s Life After Death. And I remember at the time, I was like, every song on here is banging. People was like, this sucks, this trash. Nah. Yo, fast forward to now, people are like, wow. Nah, this shit is 99%, no skips.
The best double hip-hop album ever.
Of all time.
Of all time.
You know what I'm saying? So it also, there's ebbs and flows in the kind of like...
Stop. It's not, this is what people say. See, here we go with this shit. Just let it land.
Me, brother.
All we're talking about is about what Biggie said.
Okay.
That's all we're talking about, what they said about Biggie.
All Eyes on Me versus Life After Death. And by the way, we're remembering B.I.G. this week, so have a little bit of respect. You know what I'm saying? March 9th. And so there is and I've actually done it as somebody who grew up on the West Coast and have spent a lot of time on the East Coast. I've gone song for song like a DJ. The amount of songs that you play off Life After Death versus All Eyes on Me. Life After Death wins by a few tracks. That's all it comes down to.
I agree.
I'm not playing favorites. When you go song for song and you listen to each one, that's all it is.
I know it's his tone. You know, he's really
serious. And he started throwing up W's.
And he's taking issue with this a lot.
So flags was going to start coming out. People was going to do dances and all that. I didn't want none of that. I was just saying song for song. But these are great, healthy combos, man, and people care. And honestly, for the Drake fans out there, do you care about hip hop as much as you care about Drake? No. That's my challenge to you.
No, they don't.
Do you actually care about rap music and all of it as much as you care about this individual? Because sometimes that's also a problem in this current day and age and what we're seeing.
Bias.
Obvious
bias.
The level of popularity of artists. In general, Taylor's got him. A lot of artists got him. Yeah. Right? But that's why sometimes when we talk about Drake, we talk about him in the context of a pop star, right? Because his fan base sometimes is dishonest about their love for hip hop. They're just Drake fans.
Yeah.
I mean, and also that's not new to hip hop. And it's ironic that the specific fan bases I'm thinking of, there's a racial element to it, but Eminem's fan base was like this. They weren't necessarily rap fans. We just didn't have like online. They were just Eminem fans.
I love hip hop. Who's your favorite rapper? Eminem.
And you're like, oh, you look like it, my boy. And then and before that, I was younger, but Beastie Boys. Like Beastie Boys was a lot of people's entry point to rap, and they like, I love rap, and it was always Beastie Boys, and it was a certain racial dynamic to that.
Yeah.
So it's just weird that Drake also has a very similar thing going on with that, but. It's a thing that's as old as hip hop.
Yeah.
Because even Pac fans, rap fans. Biggie fans, rap fans. Jay-Z fans, rap fans.
Right.
Eminem fans weren't always rap fans. And that's not to discredit Eminem. That ain't Eminem's fault. Like that's just his fan base did that.
Well, Kanye has the same problem too.
Kanye's similar, yeah.
Kanye, but that happened later for Kanye.
That started out like his fans were rap fans like from the jump.
You know what?
Nah,
I would.
No, you know what though? It's not that odd in this new era because Playboy Cardi fans, I don't know if they're always rap fans. They're hype beast kind of fans, a lot of them.
Right.
So it's not even just a Drake thing necessarily. So it goes back to
maybe it's a modern era thing.
Yeah.
There it is.
I think that's a part of it.
Yeah. So I discredit my own argument. I had to talk it out.
At least you can own up to it. I like it.
Now, Nadeska, speaking of fans, people were very excited about your J. Cole segment last week.
Last week was Baby Keem.
Baby Keem.
Yeah. I know, we're in a time warp. We're in a time warp.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were very excited about your Baby Keem segment last week.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. For a long time I felt like I didn't belong on the show, but I feel like I'm finally starting to find my place.
Wait, why would you think that?
Why would you not belong?
Why would you think that?
Oh, I love you guys.
Journalist.
I love you guys, but you guys are very loud and opinionated people. Me, not so much. So, yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit more into my journalism bag, so I'm glad you guys like it.
Hopefully we stop yelling over you.
Yeah, that we like.
Audience, I'm talking to the audience.
Okay,
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Because every time I tried to highlight you as a journalist on the show,
Lowkey tries to jump in.
I didn't. There's two of us. That's all.
I mean, we ain't seen a Lowkey. All your segments is just hating.
Bringing him some fucking we see. It's bringing him some views, though. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, listen, is that journalism, though?
No, it's not.
Lo, we need
but
a
I'm
segment
a journalist.
From you. We need a segment.
All right, give me one.
We have to now give you the work to do?
The nigga just said, Lo, we need a segment from you. Okay, give me one.
Why don't
what
you just
want
say,
me to do?
I want to do, I'm a journalist, so I want to cover this. Isn't that what journalists... Isn't that what like Anderson Cooper and them other journalists?
I'm not gonna step on her toes and do the same similar shit. I need to get out there and cover this.
I have a passion to cover this, the goings on.
My passion is on. Like you see my passion online. You see my passion.
Tell us about the new Fab album.
See now you trying to see now he being funny. See now he being.
Step on my toes.
I'm not stepping on his.
We have some overlap, but.
See now he trying to be be funny. Tell me about the new Fab album. Like you're being a dick because you know you don't give a fuck about Fab.
He said
that he'd be excited about new Fab album.
I would, yes. When I get new information, I'll put a package together and we'll play it right here on Rap Life. Okay,
all right, we're looking forward to it.
It's also Women's History Month and International Women's Day just went past.
Did you celebrate?
Yeah, I was hanging out with my wife and my kids.
There you go.
Who are both women.
There you go.
Young women.
It's perfect celebration.
That's how you celebrate it? That's how you celebrate it?
Celebrate right in my own house every day.
But for International Women's History Month, we did want to spotlight women rappers who are expanding, beyond just the music. Some examples for you guys. We got Doechii. So she's a global brand ambassador for Levi's. She has a Nike partnership. She has an MLS partnership. Meg Thee Stallion. Collaborations with Airbnb, True Religion, Planet Fitness, and Dunkin', right? Is it the Dunkin' commercial I just seen her in?
She's got a Popeyes too, right?
Yeah.
Did she buy the franchise?
I think she owns a couple of them or something like that.
Yeah,
I think something to that guys. Huh?
Nick will figure it out. Keep going.
Cardi B, she has partnerships with Balenciaga, Fashion Nova, Uber Eats, Pepsi. Like there's a Bobby Baby formula. I love that one. Sweetie with Aloe with Mac, Crocs, McDonald's, and we have a few more.
Glorilla's the first ever ambassador for all 4 Fenty products.
That's tough.
And y'all, if y'all remember, obviously, what was it? You said Lotto? The Apple Bottoms and Burger King?
We didn't, but you said it.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
Queen Latifah.
But this is a great question, though, right? And shout out to Missy, who had brand partnerships back in the day with Adidas and other things. Queen Latifah, who was a
cover girl for 20 years. That's a long-running partnership.
And also, I think Eve did some makeup stuff. Lil' Kim back in the day had some things. But a great question was put here by the producers of the show. It said, why are women rappers particularly effective at turning music success into lifestyle influence?
I think it's because of just their life in general. Like their lifestyle, like what they do, like the makeup, just the clothes, just every product. Yeah, they can turn all that. I think they rap about it, they sing about it, so they can easily turn it into a household name. Or even like a new company or whatever the case is.
It's a way easier answer than that.
Okay, so please look
around at our society. Women have to try harder in every aspect of life. It's just the reality of it. So men don't have to be marketable. Rappers can come and decide not to do interviews and be too cool. Women do not have that luxury in life, and specifically in a male-dominated field like hip-hop. So guess what the women have to do? They have to do the hair. They have to do makeup. They have to do choreography. They have to do interviews. They have to show up, and they have to smile like women have to do in men-dominated spaces and other places in society. So for varying different reasons, a lot of them can be because of their own particular safety. So when these companies are looking for people to be marketable, it's very easy to look at women in the hip-hop space because they are the ones put in all the work. It is very simple. And that's the reason why.
And it's literally their lifestyle.
Not always. Sometimes
a majority of it is. A majority of it is.
Sometimes they got to work to Eddie's point.
No, I agree with that. I agree. But it's part of their lifestyle. Right?
Huh?
Like the business, if you look at everything we just named off, a lot of that stuff is part of their lifestyle. So it's easier for them to jump into it.
Men could be endorsing. Well, there's another caveat I would throw in there.
McDonald's, Burger King. Fuck, are we talking about?
Vodka? Not the fast.
I mean,
food.
Some of the guy rappers have the McDonald's little collab that they've been doing recently. But I agree with Eddie.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
They have to do more to market themselves. They have to do more to cut through. They have to do more to become a household name many times than the dudes do. I don't even know if that's correct, whatever I just said. More than the dudes do. I'll also add this in also, Eddie. I've always seen women in hip hop be more creative than the men. right? Like they are more interesting, musically more interesting. The way they look in their videos, they're willing to do more art things, be more expressive than the dudes. And I don't know if they, to your point, I don't know if they feel like they have to or do they want to? Because a lot of the biggest rappers that are women in hip hop have been some of the most talented individuals that we've ever had in hip hop, right? Like they are true artists. They just choose to rap. But like, you know, we were talking about Lauren earlier. She didn't have to rap. She wanted to rap. You know what I'm saying? Doechii could sing too. She doesn't have to rap. She wants to express and use what the magic of hip hop to show all of her creativity and all of her ability. So I will say that even Queen Latifah, for that matter, she's singing, acting, rapping, doing all this talented stuff.
Because I think also to your point, there's a pressure to always excel and to do way more.
Right.
That's what I was taught growing up. Like no matter what you do, it's never gonna be good enough, right? So I always taught you just try to outwork everybody. Like that's where you're gonna win, you know? Like that's it. You gotta make sure your education's on point, you do your research, like work harder. There was never anything good enough. And this is a bit of like a tangent, but I don't know if anybody saw the Martha Stewart documentary. How they basically tried to take down her empire. I think you might like it, Eddie. It's a very interesting watch. Because she was very successful. Yeah. Oh, so you would absolutely really like it. And so we're highlighting all of these brand partnerships and in deals. And I would love to see women in hip hop continue to build to the point where they're like Oprah and own their own empires. But I think it's especially challenging for women. Like, in my experience, I think being very successful in business, a lot of men are assholes. I don't know if there's a better way to put that.
No, they are.
You just have to be firm. Sometimes you got to run people over to make the money. And as a woman, as you mentioned, there's like the likability factor, right? When people don't like you, they will come to destroy. And that's what I learned from the Martha Stewart doc. So like, these are all amazing partnerships, but I would love to see these women get to a point where they can own all of their own businesses like a Rihanna. Of course, that takes some work. But yeah, check out that documentary. Yeah. It's very cool.
Rihanna's right there. You know what I mean? I was thinking of other women who have brand partnerships and have been able to leverage their brand into other spaces.
I mean, I'm wearing one right now.
I was wondering, what is that? I can't see it.
It's Beyonce.
Of course it's Beyonce. Yes, we know.
Oh, I couldn't.
But yeah, Beyonce, Rihanna, they would be, you know, obviously on that path of empire dominance.
And they're the top of the top, you know. Some of the artists that we're talking about are still fairly early in their career. So
ownership over collaborations too is kind of the difference. Right?
But no, you absolutely have to be a shrewd business person.
Shrewd, that's a nicer word, thank you. I couldn't figure it out. Like you can't be a nice person and be a billionaire, can you? Not all the time, anyway.
Well, but there's nice in life, and then there's business. And I think sometimes people don't know, you know, until you're experienced in doing that, where you're like, we're conducting business right now, and I need this to be a certain way because this is business. This isn't about our friendship or our, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I should rephrase that. You're right. You need to be shrewd in business, but yeah, people always want women to be likable. They don't hold men to the same standard. Sorry, that's what I was trying to articulate. Like, you could just completely be an asshole if you're a man in business, and it's totally fine. Women have to move differently. So shout out to all the ladies out there building the things.
There it is, International Women's History Month. And we just had International Women's Day. If you are into sound and engineering in hip hop specifically, or just in general, a legend passed away last week by the name of Bob Power. I had the honor of having an interview with him. It's only an audio. I think maybe we'll try to post it somewhere. I'll post it on my socials or something. But he did some of your most legendary hip hop albums, most notably like Midnight Marauders, and Tribe Called Quest albums, De La albums, The Roots, like some of the real, that have a specific sound and a bounce and a what was known at the time of making things be loud without distortion, but also having things very cleanly separated where you could hear everything going on, while also using samples. So taking old records and mixing them with new sounds, but still maintaining this kind of space and loudness. But rest in peace to Bob Power. I saw that on the notes today. I wanted to shout that out. And also, speaking of classics, De La Soul honored Trugoy. That's right, Dave. From De La Soul on the Tiny Desk, which just dropped. And so that was great to see with their new album, Cabin in the Sky. I think somebody was in here talking about Pasanuce being on tour with the Gorillaz, and them, that was just moving around. Was that you, Nick, talking about that?
Well, we talked about Dave being on the new Gorillaz album.
That's what we talked about that last week.
Yeah, and then I think Gorillaz performed at Saturday Night Live, and I'm not sure if he popped out with them, but I seen a lot of people talking about like Del the Funky Homo Sapien popped out and stuff like that. So it's Tribe Called Quest. They're kind of like in the stratosphere right now, or the atmosphere, the ether of people talking about De La Soul. What did I say?
Tribe.
I'm tripping.
Don't worry about it. Our brains are cooked. There's a lot of debating going on. It's beef in the streets, too. T.I. and 50 still going at it. 50 dropped some new records over the weekend. What are y'all thoughts?
That's the record with PSC?
He got one with, 50. 50 dropped two records over the weekend. The Leon Thomas intro to the new Power joint, which is, I believe, is fire.
Yeah.
And then he dropped the Max B joint also.
Yeah, I think the Max B record is old, right? I think it's old. It's cool. He took a little jab at T.I. I can see why he doesn't want to really respond, because the music isn't that great. It's still just at a 50 level. Just like, all right, cool. Like, this is a nice record, but I'm indifferent. I wasn't like blown away, but I wasn't like it's trash like how a lot of people were thinking about it. But I'm just like, all right, that's cool. 50 dropped the record, boom.
But then 50 said he's gonna do a documentary on T.I. and the allegations against him and his family, and then T.I. said, I'm gonna do a documentary on you. And all of the stuff, the goings-ons that you have. So if you want to go doc for doc, song for song,
so be
show for show,
whatever.
I'm here for whatever.
Doc for doc is nuts.
Documentary.
That's what T.I. said. He was like, we can go doc for doc.
No, but that's where we are, where people are like, you know what, I'm tired of making rap discs. We're going to make documentary discs.
Meanwhile, you can't sing and have a classic hip-hop album, but okay. It's like, who makes this shit up anyway?
I don't think Fifth was ready for the petty that Clifford had for him, bro. Like, I think Fifth to a certain point over the last few years is just kind of steamrolling people in his little mean beef. Yeah. And them Harris boys, they wasn't going for it.
Mind you, they're still going. They're still going.
It was definitely knocking on Fifth's door. Come outside. We ain't going to jump you. Like, it was a whole bunch of them pulling up. And it was whatever way you want to do it. We want to talk about moms. All right, your mom's dead. Like, we smoking on her ashes. He's going to release a
Not
pack.
even funny. Then like, King has a weed line with with 50's mom on the bag.
Like the level in which they were. So I've said this saying before, man. Be careful when you wrestle with pigs, because you'll both get muddy, but the pig likes it. He found that T.I. was the pig, bro. He was ready to get muddy, and I don't think my boy was ready. Like, he used to just, all right, cool, I'm gonna go at podcasters and I'm gonna do all this. Hey, man, be careful. The pigs like it.
T.I. came by the show, the Ebro Show last week. We had a quick chat about it. You have expressed wanting to do verses, though, regardless of that.
I haven't expressed it.
You haven't?
It's not me expressing it. And that's another misconception that I really have a disdain for. I'm not out here soliciting myself for verses. I don't give a fuck about verses. People want to see me in it.
But you gotta have some love for that. Like, that's a celebration of the music, right?
Of course. It's only goofy ass shit like this that make a nigga like, man, why y'all ain't come talking about this shit to me in the first place? I'm fine. On my own, bro. I'm good. I don't need none of this shit, bro. I'm straight. Without the success of Let Them Know, without an album dropping, I could have still had my hair and doing comedy, and I'm living in the same house, driving the same cars. Ain't now motherfuckers stop my motion or created none for me. Man, I just, this shit just, man, enough is enough.
It's irritating.
Man, quit the cap, Jack. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't even worth the trouble at this point, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whatever positivity could have came from it,
it's
been poisoned.
It was busy on the Ebro Show last week, too. I don't know if you guys saw Stove God Cooks
I listened to that,
He's got a Swizz Beats produced album.
I listened to that live. That was good.
What, the interview?
Yeah, I listened to that live.
Yeah, he doesn't talk a lot. And it has, and even in the interview, I could tell he's just not a fan of interviews. But it was good. It was good.
You got some information. You got some good shit out of him.
Did he answer the questions?
Yeah.
You got like 2 words?
Yeah. Yeah, you know how those interviews go.
Yeah, I've done a couple
But
of
no, he's a
those.
great dude, but he's also just like, yo, I don't really do all this talking. I'm here to do the rap.
I respect that.
You know what I mean?
See, the
and
ladies
and
can't
he's
do
newish
that.
in the game. What'd you say
The
there,
ladies
Eddie?
can't do that. The ladies can't do that. They gotta show up to the interview.
Gotta talk.
There you
And
go,
they can't
good
even just
point.
interview. They got to be engaging. They got to be like, huh? What did you say? And they
be
got to
glammed
smile
up.
for you and all that.
And then
See?
you know what happens? And then they say we talk too much. You can't win, bro.
Can't win.
You still hanging on to
End
that?
up on the Yachty album. Yeah.
You still
Concrete
hanging on to
Boys.
that?
I'm just saying that's how it is. I don't talk that much. Like literally, okay. It's all good.
Damn.
I'm trying to give you the space. You know, I'm like, I gotta raise my hand and make sure.
Damn.
Give her the space.
Don't
This
do
is
that.
National Women's History Month, Lo. How you doing that? That's
She
cold-blooded.
deserves the space. She deserves the space. Sorry, I apologize.
Damn, dog.
I didn't make you feel like
But anyway, Stove Got Cooks on the Ebro Show.
If you feel like you in control of the business, and we doing music business, I just won't give you no music. And we won't do no music business.
It ain't no
And
business.
that's how we got here with 5 years of nothing. Because if you feel like you are in control of the business, then I mean I'm in control of the music. I just won't give you no music.
If we can't come to terms.
That's it. And we just sit here. I just sit here signing to you. I got other shit I can do.
You know Jay?
Nah.
Y'all never talk?
Oh yeah, I'm saying I spoke to him.
Got it.
Yeah, I ain't. You know, we don't know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Had he given you any advice?
You know.
Little here or there. Sprinkle a couple of gems.
You know.
What did we miss this week, Nick?
Let's go back to Women's History Month. We celebrated International Women's Day.
Name all your favorite women. Go.
Well, yeah, there are tracks from some
Oh,
up and
your
coming
favorite
women who don't
women.
necessarily have their collab deals yet that I want to shout out.
Okay.
Mona Leo pops up on the mic. Will made it. Upcoming release with Travis Porter. Stand and know. K Carbon has a song just dropped. What they like. Shout out to K Carbon. Bree dropped her song Any Day. Caribou is back.
Caribou's back.
Caribou
With a
back
song
outside.
called No Hook. So I just wanted to shout them out for Women's Day, and women on their way coming up.
All right, there we
maybe
go.
on a plug interview. soon or
If someone
something
called
like
you an
that.
ally,
Yeah, maybe.
some I can't because I'm a dude. I can't say that, but some would.
I would accept that.
All right.
I would call you both allies. Love y'all.
Hey, I take that.
There we go. Nosing ass niggas.
We just like women. I'm
We
sorry.
wanna be
See,
allies?
sexist.
I'm joking,
See,
bro. I'm
say, oh, you
Now
you
we're
respect
friends.
That's why he don't
Niggas can't joke with people like,
Drake
damn, when
was
did we get
right.
so fucking sensitive?
People who don't like
Niggas
women
can't
don't
joke
like
no
Drake
more.
albums.
Shit.
Dudes that don't like hanging out with women
Truth
don't
comes
like
out.
Drake albums. The man
No,
was
I
right.
like the Dave East albums. I like my women that smoke Newports. to
Yeah,
Eddie's
tracks. Tracks.
observation.
Tracks.
Go
Shout
ahead.
out to them too.
Yeah, exactly. I love the women that smoke.
What else, Nick?
Do you guys want to get into this roundup of albums we didn't go deeper on, or do y'all want to?
No, we can. We can. I moved over. There was a few projects that dropped this week. The Denzel Curry, strictly for the Scythe.
Oh yes, let's
Listen,
Yo,
that one.
strictly for the Scythe.
Listen,
Nah, they all came by the show, man. It was a great thing on the Ebro Show, and this project is fire too.
Yeah, pass the car test for show.
Man. So just, we know Denzel Curry to have that 3-6 Mafia influence,
Juicy
right?
J
That
on there,
down
yeah.
south Juicy J is on the project, but there's a couple tracks on there that are like singles. You know what I'm saying? Like things that should play outside, like in the club. Like what's the song on there? With Ferg, Rich the Kid.
Oh, it's like the last song or something. Yeah.
There's a song on there, man. That sounds crazy. I would love to hear that outside. You Ain't Gotta Lie's another one with 454 and Lil Tyler that I would love to hear outside. And the rest of those just sound great in the car, wherever else you're at.
Let me throw something else out here that the La Russell, produced by Little John.
Yeah.
Condolences to Little John. Keep Little John in prayers. He just recently lost his son.
Yeah.
But it reminds me that Little John ain't lost it, bro. Like the beats on there absolutely slap. So check out that La Russell Little John project.
Something's in the water. Is the name of it.
And that Ty Dolla $ign EP. Girl Music Volume 1. Wiz also put out an album. about
Brandy
2
Ronald Isley and Leon Thomas on that joint. It's fire
That
too.
shit's tough. Yeah, take a listen to that. So that shit's tough.
What was you
I
gonna
swear
say?
Vezzo got a good album. He's flipping a whole bunch of like love type songs, like old R&B songs. It's like a quick EP, but that joint's fire. Like if you want to listen to rap, but also want to have something that's friendly for International History Women's Month thing.
Thought you was an ally.
Yeah, you
gotta
butchered
get
the
your
fuck
title
out of that.
right.
That doesn't.
Man, damn.
Yeah, do that
Hey
again.
man, they know where my
Yo,
heart's
leave my
at.
man alone. That title is way too long.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, Wiz Khalifa dropped the album "Girls Love Horses" last week, so check that out.
Before we wrap today, Saha the Prince. Everybody got
okay.
quiet.
Nigga, where you landed this plane?
He had that. We had the convo about. Didn't we have the convo about the J. Cole record?
Yeah,
we did.
Did you hear this newest record that he dropped this week about good music and the whole good music breaking up? And what are your thoughts?
I liked how it was laid out. I think it was articulated well. I think he's a great person to have that perspective of why that whole camp blew up and from what different lenses. So yeah, I fuck with it heavy. And you have Gina Views in there asking him the questions to set up the verses. So I think it was well put together. So yeah.
Nah, it's a fire record. Have you heard it, Nick or Eddie?
No, I haven't had a chance to hear it.
Nah,
Can y'all fill us in? I haven't heard it either.
Well, it's just Sci-Hi being a phenomenal rapper, but being asked questions about the breakup of good music, but doing it in rap form.
And what
and
did
like
he
it's
learn?
Storytelling. Just like I think pretty much we knew a lot of it.
Learned anything.
That's what I'm saying. I think we
Just
knew
like
a
a
bunch
recap.
of the stuff.
But it's just a dope
Okay.
hip hop
Yeah,
record.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like I heard
Nothing was like
anything in it
revealed.
that was
Yeah.
revealing.
No,
Okay,
not at all.
we'll check that out.
But it's still great.
I mean, I do respect him as a rapper, right?
Yeah, I
Nobody was
just thought the J.
disagreeing
Cole
with that
thing was weird
conversation.
last week.
Yeah.
Well, the comments was breaking it down, and I'm not. Thanks for telling us, y'all. Good looking. I read it. I don't remember it.
I don't know
Good
why he
looking,
would have
though.
taken any of that personally, right? I think they're saying in False Prophets, Cole was talking about the Yes Men or the people around Kanye, so Sci-Hi took that personally.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know that he was talking about Sci-Hi
yeah.
specifically, but either way.
This one is better. Well, I'll just say this.
All right.
This record right here is better than that one.
Check that out.
Anything else we forgot, Nick, or missed?
Nah, I think that about wraps it. I mean, Cash Cobain dropped his new song, Wish. I don't know if you guys had a chance to hear that.
King of New York, Cash Cobain.
Well, what I would say about this new song is that it's not sexy drill, so we are kind of hearing him in a new context on this song. So I think that was kind of interesting.
I think Eddie was trolling.
No,
trying to get
yeah.
us to fall.
He was. Definitely was.
Yeah,
He
that sailed
was.
out of bounds. That
What
landed
happened?
flat.
Definitely
No,
trolling a
definitely
little
not
bit.
You got any bars for us
Fred-
this week, Nick?
Oh God.
I don't actually, but shout out to Fat Mac though. That interview is
Mac.
out now on
Yeah.
Apple Music.
They was in our
Everybody
comments.
listen to
They
it.
was definitely in our
They
comments.
loved it.
They were
Yeah,
heavy in the
He
comments.
was definitely in the comments.
What was
Fatback
what
fans
was the
showed
bar
up.
again?
I'm the first nigga getting high in my city. I'm a pilgrim.
So,
That's
and
a
I
verse.
remember
Has
in
it
our
grown on you guys?
in our chat before we wrap, because I think we got to wrap pretty soon. We were talking about bars, like things being
Yeah.
a bar, and I remember after watching you guys debate that line, I'm not quite sure if that's a bar. I think we've lost the idea of what an actual bar is.
I'm sorry I said anything. I was just kidding.
No, I think it's a great. I still think for hip hop fans and people who talk about bars,
You talking about
and
the
people who-
structure of it? Like this is the
Like,
structure?
I think if you're really into bars and raps, that's just a line. It's not necessarily a bar. Because whatever happens after that is what can make it the bar.
Well, yeah, I think he was
before,
just
right?
saying,
Or before, for that
yeah,
matter.
I think
It
he
was
was
the
just saying,
punchline.
I think that he was just saying
was
like what
one
line
bar.
stood out to you. I don't think he was saying like what's your favorite bar from the song.
I was just pointing out that I
a
think
line,
that we
a line
needed
is a bar, right?
No.
I mean, I think the bar is like the whole. It's the count, right?
No.
It's
a
like
bar
No,
is a four
yeah.
count.
Yeah, bar's a 4 count.
A bar is a 4
Okay.
count technically.
Okay.
Right? Technically.
I can't
But
believe you got
also a
technical
bar
on it. That's
also has to
crazy.
have it needs to lead to something.
Isn't that a punchline?
Right? So you can have a clever line. It's not necessarily a bar though. And I wanted this,
Well-
and I'm having this convo so that they could debate it in the comments.
Yeah,
because
I would
people
love
throw out that
everybody's
term
ideas.
so much, they'll be like bars.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
well,
Did you get technical? Did you actually want the count? Like you wanted?
no, I just wanted. I don't even know what the next line is.
It was like
what's the line? How does this round up? Like, what's
so it's
the
a line.
theme?
So it's a line. It's just a clever line. That's what it
But
is.
also, bar has evolved to mean a witty or clever line.
Yeah, so the evolution of it. I get it.
He's
like,
talking
that's
about
what we
structure
say.
and technical.
I don't know if
it's
bar.
both.
I don't, and I'm asking, has it evolved to that? I really am asking. Is that
evolved.
common for everyone that they
It
go?
has evolved.
One line is a bar. Is that a?
Like
is
one
that
hot line is a bar.
Yeah, one hotline's a bar.
Okay.
Like people do say that. Like that's a bar. Like, even if when you're talking in a conversation and you say something like
Yeah.
witty, but that's a bar.
That's a bar,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just evolved.
No, I know people do that, and that's
Right,
why I
it's a
wanted to
bar.
reestablish: Are we now just so far out over our skis that we jumped the shark that now you
First
can
of all-
say I was the first to smoke weed? I'm a pilgrim and go bar.
He didn't say weed. First of all, saying skis in 2026 is also wild. So shout out to you, Ebro.
Wow, people don't
but
say
yeah,
skis anymore. People
have-
ski all the time. Yo, there's bad people skiing. I
pause.
snowboard.
What kind of ski are you talking about?
Pause. So you ski all the time?
He said skis.
Like ski? Oh,
But he's talking about
ski.
really skiing.
Yo.
Like ski. Okay.
Let's talk about the evolution of
yeah,
skiing
yeah,
in
okay.
hip hop.
Wait, people
No,
don't
but
ski anymore? It's
No,
really
they do.
popular.
Yeah, Poconos.
I snowboard.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's evolved.
Bar.
It's bars.
But I also would want to know, Ebro, in your line, and everybody on the show, I would love to know what constitutes like a bar. What does it take for it to be like, damn, that was a good bar or that was a good line? Are you guys looking for, whatever, like wordplay, metaphor?
You just say
I'm looking for
Witty.
more than just I was the first to do a thing. I'm a pilgrim.
We're not gonna let that go, are we?
No.
He did a pill though.
But yeah, it was the pill.
And he's a pilgrim. He's the first.
Yeah, we
He
know what
landed
the
on
pilgrim
Plymouth
is.
Rock with that pill.
We know what
You
that
know
is.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know what
Yeah,
that is.
real talk.
We get the
He popped-
context.
He popped up like the Quaker Oats man and popped the pill.
Thank you for breaking it down.
He didn't even say all that though.
He didn't.
He was on a Mayflower.
That would have been a bar if he did.
Popping pills.
If he would have added on to the pilgrim metaphor, you think
That
that
would've
would
been
have maybe
bars.
constituted
Then
a
that
bar?
would have been bars.
Those would
The
have been
Pinta,
bars.
the Nina,
Because
and the Santa
That would have
Maria
been bars multiple.
with
Right.
the pill.
Is this a history lesson?
No, I
said
honestly
bars
would like to just get y'all's opinion because I think
I didn't really think about it until he brought it up, and I really didn't care to really like.
I was just causing people to talk in the comments. I want to
Showed
know
up
what they
in
thought.
Pennsylvania with a pill.
Well, one of them hats on.
Yeah, with a Quaker Oats hat. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like,
Where's
yeah.
Fat Mac
High
from?
socks. From Alabama, Mobile.
Yeah, Mobile. Yeah.
So no pilgrims showed up there.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, I saw what you was
Rap
trying.
Life Review. That's Eddie and Nick. I'm Ebro, Low, Nadeska. We'll see y'all next week.
What's up? Appreciate you checking out an episode of the Rap Life Review. We're here every week. If you want to subscribe on Apple Music, YouTube, you'll never miss an episode. Get in the conversation, hit us in the comments, hit that like button. We'll see you next week.